And you guys just don't have anything concrete then that this was in connection with Dahvea Sparrow?
In 15-year-old Asaun Moreland's case, more information was also released. I'd also like to clarify his age from the previous video, as it appears to be 15 and not 14 years old. According to a police report, as the night unfolded, there were several people who witnessed the shocking incident. Moreland suddenly ran into the road near Church Street. He had been followed for several blocks, and it was clear that he was aware and trying to get away per video.
We had two individuals who were wearing dark hoodies, face masks, and dark pants, and they were following Mr. Moreland through Ambridge. Mr. Moreland was clearly aware he was being followed and attempted to evade and attempted to run towards the end, and the other individuals kept up to him.
It was at that moment that multiple discharges rang out. Moreland staggered before falling to the ground after being struck 4 times, unfortunately subsequently succumbing to his injuries. Amid the chaos, 2 individuals wearing dark hoodies and pants and masks were observed fleeing the scene, running toward the back of Laughlin Memorial Library while attempting to conceal firearms within their midsections. In a display of bravery, some of the witnesses who also heard the discharge sounds immediately pursued the fleeing assailants as they made their way towards Wagner Street. Determined to bring the perpetrators to justice, these individuals closely tracked the suspects. A witness who arrived in a truck traveled with another witness and observed the males at Dust Avenue and 8th Street. The witnesses observed as the assailants disappeared into 601 Olive Lane, an apartment building later confirmed to be the residence of Najon Hunt. Aware of the gravity of the situation, officers quickly established a perimeter around the building. The other suspect had otherwise escaped.
These 2 individuals went behind the building at 601 Olive, and they took off their shoes and their clothing. And Mr. Hunt went into 601. The other individual didn't have key access. So I think when he tried to enter the building after Mr. Hunt, the police were coming up the street. He couldn't get in the building, so he fled around the back of the building.
Beaver County Emergency Services Unit, or SWAT, was called to the scene and entered the building. Officers made contact with Elise Gaskins, a resident of apartment 3F, who said that there was an unknown male inside her apartment. Following a 2-hour-long standoff, they eventually successfully detained the 18-year-old. Initially, Hunt provided false identification to the officers in an attempt to deceive them. However, once his true identity was uncovered, he was taken into police custody as the investigation continued. With a warrant in hand, officers conducted a thorough search of the apartments within the building. Inside the common area, they discovered critical evidence, including a 9mm. Additionally, a set of wet black clothing and a Glock extended magazine were found near a rear door of an apartment. These findings aligned with the descriptions provided by witnesses. Investigators also reviewed nearby footage, which confirmed the presence of Najon Hunt, who has addresses and family in Ambridge and Aliquippa, and another unnamed individual discarding clothing that matched witness descriptions of the assailant's attire on the western side of the building. Based on compelling evidence, Najon was subsequently charged with criminal homicide and conspiracy just 2 days after the senseless incident. In addition to these charges, Hunt was also charged with carrying a firearm without a license, evading arrest, tampering with evidence, and providing false identification to the police. As of this video, he is being held in the Beaver County Jail without bond. The incident, which was also described as execution style by DA Lozier, was committed by individuals who were acquainted with Asaun. The search for the second alleged assailant is ongoing, and authorities are urging anyone with information to come forward. The motive behind the tragic incident remains unknown as of this video. Moreland's family was at the press release and announcement of the arrest, but did not wish to address the public.
The public needs to know that all of Beaver County law enforcement is working hard to arrest the second individual who assisted Mr. Hunt. We won't be addressing the identity of that second individual this morning. That is all still under investigation.
Anything about where Asaun was headed that day?
Yes, but I'm not going to reveal that. We know what he was doing. We're not sure how the other individuals knew where he was or why they were stalking him. We do want to, again, address the family. We thank you for coming in. Thank you for helping us on this, and our prayers and sympathies to the Moreland family. Thank you.
The arrests in both cases have brought a sense of relief to the grieving families, although they continue to endure the pain caused by the senseless acts of violence. When Beaver County Radio asked DA Lozier about a possible connection in the cases at a press conference on July 12th, he stated that authorities had suspicion the Ambridge and Aliquippa homies were related. The night prior, at an Ambridge City Council meeting, Police Chief John DeLuca stated that the incidents were not related. Needless to say that there's a disconnect, and the answer remains up in the air. Beaver County DA also stated that it was still too early to establish a connection between the cases, emphasizing the need for further investigation. Lozier did, however, confirm that authorities were treating the cases as separate, at least for the time being.
As of now, we're investigating them separately, but all three agencies, along with the Aliquippa Police Department, are working very closely together and sharing all information, because both of them cross the lines between Ambridge and Aliquippa.
As the community continues to grapple with these shocking events, individuals with relevant details are urged to contact the Beaver County Crime Solvers at 724-774-2000 or the Pennsylvania State Police Beaver Barracks at 724-773-7400 or the Ambridge Police at 724-266-5977. May the family and friends of Asaun Moreland find solace in the happy memories, and may his soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.